Hey guys, what is up? So I was feeling my glam today and I really didn't have like a video to film because we're going to have like a little staycation in Riverside, California. Which is like if you know anything about Riverside, like no shade, I was literally born in Riverside Hospital, but it's just not really like, you know, vacation vibes. But I'm really excited because of food and my family. I was obviously down there, so we're gonna go to a couple restaurants that I've been dying to try, and then a couple restaurants that I'm like obsessed with. I'm gonna eat so much spaghetti this weekend. I'm so excited about it. And then we're staying at this place called the Mission Inn, which is like a haunted hotel. Like, it's not really haunted, like it's kind of like a fancy hotel, but like I heard when I was like younger it was haunted. It may not be at all, but we'll see. If you guys want to see any of that, it's probably gonna be on my vlog channel, so check out my vlog channel. It's pretty poppin'. But yeah, I thought I was feeling kind of cute today, and I was like, let me just, you know, go ahead and do just the most basic video ever. Like, what are your assumptions about me? Now, I'm not even like mocking it because people actually really like these videos, and you guys gave me a lot of cool like assumptions. I think actually I haven't even looked at them yet. I just saw Daniel Perez right away, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm excited. But like, it could totally be hate too. So I'm gonna just try and answer the best I can. I'm gonna kind of just, if I can, do no edits with just kind of roll off the tongue. Also, Sad Boy 2005, are we living for this shirt? It's so super comfortable. They're still available if you go to sadboy2005.com. Get the spooky collection before spooky season is over. It's actually all year round. Like, you could wear these. They smell like pumpkins or vampires. So, like, right away I saw Amy and Daniel, probably because I follow them, and like that's why I saw it. But assumptions. Okay, I'm just gonna like kind of go through these. If they're like bad, I'm just gonna try and answer them because like I'm in this really positive mindset right now where anything that could be a negative, I'm gonna turn into a positive. So I'm gonna just try and go through them the best I can. Amy says that I'm your best friend. Amy, you are my cyber BFF. Like, Amy is just like an OG. Like, I love her so much. She's been like my moderators in the live. Like, I really do feel like we met on tour a long time ago, but like we never really stayed in touch, and now I just feel like, yeah, you're definitely an online BFF for sure. Obviously, well, we didn't meet in person, but I love that assumption. And I think the law of assumption and thinking the most positive things and just like thinking them will make them happen. So I like that. Yes. Daniel says, you will be pregnant next year. Love you. From your beautiful lips to God's ears to the universe's open arms. Yes. That you're iconic. Oh my God, these are like literally so nice. Yeah, these are like, they're literally so nice. I'm just reading right off the top and I don't even follow that person, so thank you. Me just reading all this. Like, honestly, thank you for like the love I've been getting. Like, I get a lot. Like, it's actually scary that I'm reading this because I actually haven't looked at comments like on anything like TikTok or anything like a really long time. Because like they were brutal, and they still very well could be. So I'm actually kind of nervous, but it's okay. Like I said, my positive mindset. I just don't want anything negative. If it starts to get too negative or dark, I'll just like click off. But we're gonna try, and if there's a hater, we're still gonna try and just keep it positive. I have turned haters before. I've had people email me where like I left some mean, nasty comments before, and I apologize. And I feel like, and I've been a hater. I've been a reformed hater that has truly felt remorse for things. So I know it's possible. So we'll try it in this one. Reforming the haters. That you really try not to make exposed videos, but emotions take over. I totally understand it. That is 1,000%. I've never wanted to be someone that ruins people's lives. Like, that's just never me. I've never wanted to be someone like that, but it is. My emotions, I just could not get under control for literally like 30 years of my life, like probably 32 years of my life, where if I felt wronged or I felt hurt, I just wanted to like hurt so bad. I would just see black. I just wanted to I was just so destructive, and it was so scary. But yeah, I've never, and like now, like I truly have, I felt guilt for so long. I've always felt guilt about exposed videos, but now I truly feel so much, and I've let it go. I've forgiven myself ultimately, but like I still deep down, I'm like, dang, that was dark. That was really dark. And like, I can understand haters' minds or mindsets or people that just, you know, want to like set out to destroy people's lives. I like can see past that and realize like, people aren't looking to like destroy people's lives. They're really, really hurt, and they're really, really angry. And I understand that completely. I think there are a few people who may just want to ruin people's lives, maybe, but even those people, I feel like there is like some psychosis, some psychopathic tendencies that like, honestly, they can't even control. Like, I think that sometimes with even like murderers and stuff like that, I feel like they may not be able to control stuff. Like, I don't know, like obviously you have to control it because there's like laws and just self-destructive behaviors, and people are gonna be like, enough. But I do understand that like being out of control and just destroying everyone's life or your life, totally. that you don't regret ending frenemies, but sometimes wish it ended on better terms. Yeah, totally. Like, I think I regretted it for a long time, and I'm like, okay, everything happens for a reason, like, right? And like, maybe like going off on a high note is good rather than like having this thing that dragged off. But obviously, yes, like obviously that's a really good assumption. Like, obviously I wish everything ended on better terms with everyone. Like, earlier this year, I really tried to make amends with people that I've had issues with. Like, I really did. And I ultimately want to keep trying to do that. I feel like it worked half the time, right? You know, like, I have, like, apologized to people, and some people forgave, some people didn't. Sometimes it kind of made things worse or whatever. But, like, ultimately, like, I do want things to end, especially now more than ever. There are certain people that, like, and nothing just frenemies, but like certain people that like I really wish I could like sit down and like talk with and at least be good. But sometimes when it's too close to falling out or whatever, it's like not the time to do it. But maybe like 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, I don't know. But you know, and then you have to. It's always scary to be rejected because maybe the other side doesn't want to talk. It's just too fresh, or they just don't want to forgive. I don't know. It's like it's a hard place to like talk to someone and then they like want, like everyone's agreed on like forgiving and just being at good terms, because I think you can forgive people. I don't think you necessarily need everybody back in your life, but I really, like I said, like earlier this year too, I was like trying to like go on podcasts and different people that I've had issues with and try and like make it right and just like let things go. And like I said, sometimes it didn't turn out the way I wanted to, but like at least I tried, and I feel like I'm always down to try again. Like, if it didn't work the first time, like I'm down to try. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But it is hard to get to that space for me, and then also to expect it of the other person. Like, sometimes when you really do, like, I don't burn bridges. Like, I always just say, like, I just freaking flame the whole town. So some people, it's harder to forget that, and I get that. But, like, ultimately, I'd want everything to end on good terms. Like, I really wish I could talk to, like, everybody I've had issues with and, like, obviously apologize for my end, but also maybe like just have some sort of like better closure. But again, some people don't want it, and you can't like force someone to like have closure together. That you only ever exercise on the elliptical. That is a pretty accurate assumption. I do weights, but I don't think I do it right. I don't think I progress up. Yeah. I do the elliptical. I do the elliptical 3 hours. I'm like, that's good. But I do have a weight machine. But yeah, I do not use the treadmill. I do not use the bike. I will do like arms and shoulders because my arms have always been really self-conscious. They're kind of pudgy. That's inaccurate. That you smell good. Well, thank you for saying this. I know for so long people were like, first of all, these are really nice. These are way nicer than I expected. For so long, people were like, there was this awful website, and it kind of reminded me of like a subreddit. I only read subreddit for a few months, and it was like the worst few months of my life. But there was a website called Youre. I don't even know if it's around. I think like the last time I tried to check was like a few years ago, and it was just like people weren't posting. I don't know. It just like failed or whatever. But oh my God, it used to be a thing, and I would check it constantly. And they were so mean. Like, they were still so mean back then. They were so mean and so brutal, and so I looked like I smelled, like all this crazy stuff, and I would read it constantly. And that shit is so toxic for anyone to read. I actually like support it being out there. Like, if people want a place to like vent and rant, like totally do it. But it's like literally not like don't go Googling your name. Don't go, it's really, when things aren't like meant for someone to see, or maybe they are meant for me to see, I don't know. But like for me, it's like, it's not meant for me to be seen. Don't even look, because that is like the most painful self-harm you can inflict, is like reading like people's opinions about you. I'm not gonna call them haters, but people's opinions about you. Because like, you know, like I understand that, because even though I've never left like a hate comment in like life with the people I've like friends, we've totally hate watched and like made fun of people, and like I get it. I get where it's coming from. It's fun. It can be funny, and it kind of, I guess, makes you feel better. Like, you're like, oh, at least I'm not that, you know? But then like as you get older, kind of you just know it feels so like, what's the point of making fun of someone? Like, I don't know. I think it does take age, whatever. I mean, if you're like 40 doing that, like, yikes. But you know what I mean? Like, but thank you. The whole point of that is like, I just always remember them being like, she looks like she smells. And I was like, yikes, okay. I think I smell like neutral, truly. I don't like think I smell amazing. If you sniff me, I'm probably wearing like Britney Spears Curious, but I think I smell pretty neutral. I don't think I'm lucky. I don't think it stink like my armpits and stuff like that. I feel like I'm pretty lucky in that sense, like, or my deodorant's strong or something. But again, there's some girls, or like you just like smell, or guys too, and you're just like, wow, you smell so good. I don't know if it's like the perfume or the cologne or something, but I don't think my body holds a fragrance that strong or that well. But thank you. I brush my teeth, I shower, so I think I smell neutral, which could be pleasing to a lot of people. That you have bad bitch. Oh my god, first of all, thank you guys. Like, honestly, I did this and I was like, oh no, what am I gonna... I feel like I'm so far away from the camera. I was like, I feel like I'm going to open, but honestly, this is nice. I actually did read TikTok comments. We did like, Bella, where the hell have you been looking? And they were actually really nice. So I was like, is this safe? But I'm still not going to, because right now I've been on a really good like mental space. I'm like, maybe I just don't need to read comments so much, but maybe I'll like dip my toes back into it. So this is kind of like me dipping my toes. Thank you. I think I'm a bad bitch. She's a chicken nugget queen. Yes, I had Burger King ghost pepper nuggets yesterday, and that's all I can think about. I'm just like, I want more ghost pepper nuggets so bad. That I love Indian food. This is the first assumption that I think is not accurate. I don't love Indian food. I haven't had Indian food as an adult. I had it once as a child, and it was just chicken that was really bright red. It was like drumsticks that was bright red chicken, and I did not like it. But I've never had curry, I've never had anything. But again, on that note, I don't like things full of flavor, and I feel like Indian food is really flavorful and full of spices, and I just like things so plain. Like, I'm just a basic bish. So I don't think it has anything to do with like the culture, but like in general, things with food and spices and flavor, I'm just like, no, I just rather have plain. That you have a heart of gold. Oh my god, these are so freaking sweet. Like, I'm actually kind of shocked. You have a heart. So the heart of gold. I feel I do. I mean, I know of yours. Like, if you're a good person, I have to say you're a good person. But I feel one thing. I feel like I do feel like my heart's in a good spot. I have a lot of issues, and a lot of like issues that I'm like working really hard to control, that are hard for me to control. But like, I genuinely feel like I don't want people to feel bad in general. Like, you know, like I said, if I did like talk shit or make fun of somebody, it was like behind their back or whatever, they're not meant to hear. But I never would want someone to feel bad in like real life, if that makes sense. I don't know. Now it's like, even talking behind someone's back, I feel like bad about it. I'm just like, why am I wasting my energy? Why am I doing this? Like, would I want someone talking about me? You know what I mean? But again, that took like age to get there. But yeah, I feel like, thank you. I feel like that's a good assumption. Cassie says you're actually just a narcissist. Love you though. Well, I mean, I don't know the terms so well as defined by psychologists, but like, I mean, according to Dr. Drew, the Dr. Drew test, like that there was some narcissistic tendencies, but he said they're not necessarily bad, and that people should have narcissistic tendencies. So that like, it's not like necessarily a bad thing. Like, there's confidence, there's some narcissistic. So I don't think I'm like the full-fledged narcissist, the way like I watch TikTok reenact like a narcissist and an empath or something like that. Like, I don't think I'm like that, but like, okay, I think that's like a half assumption, but kind of wrong. There's a lot of other things. There's a lot of other things about me, but that's why I never really liked when people throw around the word like sociopathic. I'm just like, do we even know what that word means anymore? Like, I hate, and who is who to say that someone's a sociopath? Like, that was always bothering me too. It's like, you're not a therapist. If you're not diagnosing someone, you shouldn't just say like, that person's a sociopath. Okay, the thing about sociopath, you know what I mean? Like, it just, like, just everyone chill. Can we just let like therapists like diagnose? I think, you know what I mean? That you're actually a smart person with a good heart. Oh, Sugar Bunny said that too, and you're real life funny. Thank you. I feel like I'm intelligent on some things. I think I'm really stupid on some things, but again, the good heart, that means, oh, that makes me happy, because you know, the most frustrating thing like for me was like, I feel like I'm like, people just have such like a misconception about me, and it's like, it was something that I was like never really able to like change. I'm like, people in my heart, or how I felt was like, people think I'm this horrible person, and I'm like, again, there's a lot of things that are wrong with me, and a lot of things I do wrong, but like, I'm not, like, I really am not a bad person. Like, you know, and it's so frustrating that that's how I feel. Everyone hates me, that I'm this horrible person, and like, that's like the worst feeling. And again, it's something that I just had to like get over. I'm like, I can't change how people view me. Like, I can't. The only thing I can do is just try and be better and do better. But thank you. You think you're always right. Sorry, but it's true. That's actually a really, really, really wrong assumption. And like, I've seen that before, people thinking like, you never apologize, you know. I think I'm wrong probably more times than I'm wrong. Like, I used to assume, before I practiced the law of assumption positively, but I always just assume that I'm in the wrong and I'm stupid and I mess up and it's always my fault. Like, and I rarely think I'm always right. There are some times where I'm just like, I don't know. I like question, but like, I rarely am like, I am right on this. And like, maybe it comes across, I don't know, but like, truly, I usually don't think I'm right. I'm just gonna assume that I don't know, and we need to Google it. I'll be like, let me just look on my phone, because I don't want to. So I rarely assume I'm right, and I have a really, like, my memory has gotten worse as I gotten older. I remember things wrong, so I always usually assume that I'm not right. So that's again trying to like just not talk so much so I don't just spew misinformation, but wrong assumption. That you're a great person who's just a little misunderstood. Oh, these are literally, I swear, these are like just so nice. I'm not monitoring these. Thank you. I think misunderstood, yes. Because again, I feel like, you know how sometimes you just try and explain things, and then it just keeps getting like worse and worse, and you're just like, this is, everything I'm saying and doing is just wrong, but you just don't know how to, like, that's my whole life. Just trying to explain that I'm not, oh, I don't mean this. And I feel like I put my foot in my mouth a lot, and yeah, that's accurate. I think you're amazing. And there's a lot of nice ones, and I'm actually skipping over nice ones because I was like, I followed you for years. I think you're amazing. Surround yourself with like-minded people. I think to some degree, I like people who are ambitious. You're a badass. I mean, literally just so, you are just on the internet now because you love attention, even if it's bad. That's not true at all. Trust me, I do not like bad attention anymore. I think there was a time that I did. I was like, yes, all attention, good attention can be bad. Like, at least people are talking about me. Like, that was me for a really long time. But I really, 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 again, it's just maybe like that I'm getting older and stuff. I don't like people thinking bad of me. I don't like bad attention. And like, just, all the, this past few months, especially like all these drama channels, just like literally just, yeah, I don't like bad attention anymore. And like, maybe that does make me less popular, less relevant, less views, whatever. But like, I really don't like it. I haven't liked it for a long time because it just feels, for me, it feels like really awful. And I feel bad. And again, it's like the older I get, I don't know if I became weaker or what. I don't know what it is, but and I'm not just on the internet for that. I mean, I'm on the internet because I work on the internet. It's my job. Like, I love it. I can't imagine doing anything else. Like, I actually like it, as opposed to like go find a job, right, in the real world or whatever, like offline. And it's just like, I just know I want to enjoy it. Like, I actually enjoy this, and I'm blessed to do it, and that's why I'm on. It's not really because like I love attention. It's just like more like, hey, there's some people who still like my videos. You're actually an angel. Look at me, that you're a hottie and a queen, and I really admire you for staying true to yourself. Oh my God, these are so freaking nice. Thank you for saying that, for staying true to yourself. I have Miss Anna Nicole back there. I always just like people who are just themselves. I watched the Tammy Faye movie, and Tammy Faye got canceled hardcore by Christians, which was her whole life. Her whole being was dedicated to Jesus, and all of a sudden everyone like started canceling her, and she did get canceled hard. The movie made it seem more it was her husband's fault. But, ultimately she stayed true to herself as far as the makeup, as far as just, being herself. And I love that. And maybe she didn't reach the level of success that she had at one point, but like, she just was always herself. And I just like love that. Same thing with Anna Nicole. And I just feel like if you could just really stay true to you and just keep going, if you could just keep going, I feel like that alone is admirable. And I've seen Anna Nicole get like, she was ripped to shreds. And I just love that she like, on the outside didn't care. Probably inside it bothered her. I mean, I think it bothers everyone to a certain degree, especially since she was medicated and stuff like that, and I think she had her own issues to deal with, but on the outside it made it seem like she didn't care, and I looked up to that so much. Thank you. And I just try and the easiest thing to do is to be yourself, because if you try and be someone else, which I do try a lot, like, it's just easier just to be yourself. I love you. That you have a weird relationship with your dad. Not necessarily weird. I think it just like we weren't super close growing up. Like, he was in a whole different state. But now we're really close. In fact, we're going to go see my dad right now. And yeah, and he's just a really private person. So I just don't really post about him or anything like that. But we are just as close now as I am with my mom. You are different in real life with real people you respect and value. I think I'm pretty much the same. I truly do think that. I guess you'd have to ask someone that's in my life that isn't me, but I think I'm pretty close, because you meet a lot of people that are so different in real life, and not necessarily bad. They're more tame, they're more calm, whatever. I think I'm pretty much the same, and I'm very up and down in real life too, so I'm pretty much the same, I think. But again, you'd have to ask someone in my life. And I have to get hand lotion. My hands get so cracked now that it's getting cold. Oh my God, this is so weird. You come off as sweet on the internet, but you're actually super toxic in real life. I think it's like the opposite. I feel like people think I'm way more toxic than I am. Have I been very toxic in the past? Absolutely. I don't think toxicity goes away. I think there's a lot that I have to work on, but I feel like I've gotten way less toxic in real life. But that's an interesting assumption, because I do think it's backwards. But yeah, I don't think I'm as toxic as people think I am in real life. Like, I really, really, really don't. I don't think people would stick around so long. You don't hide your pain well. I would love to be a mama figure for you. Hurts my heart. Yeah, I feel like when I'm sad, I'm really sad, but I haven't let myself experience sad feelings in like a while. Like I try and turn them around pretty positive. Like honestly, I thought I was going to have to turn all these assumptions around to positivity, but so far they're pretty good. So, you're working hard on yourself, inspiring. These are just like really nice, honestly. I think you're the kind of person generally just feeling different about people if you don't know them. Yeah, I'm like definitely like that. I definitely don't feel like I have strong opinions. Like my nature isn't to have strong opinions about people I don't know. I think again, I kind of fell into that a little bit, like the whole gossip part of YouTube and drama and talking about people I don't know. And like, I think to some degree it was like kind of easy for me because again, like I used to be like a hater that just like wanted to hate on everybody. So I think it kind of came natural to me and I had to work really hard to like suppress that. But in general, I just never, if something like doesn't involve me, I don't try to have an opinion. I know I'm like, okay, no, whatever. But I'll always try to be that way. I'm trying to go back that way now, but yeah. You do a lot of things for views and have never showed your authentic self. You're just an actor. That is not, to me, that's not true. That's not accurate. I really try hard to show my real self. Like, I just feel like that's the best way for people to understand me. And unfortunately, yeah, it doesn't, it's all over the place. And people have just the worst views of me sometimes good views, but I really try and show my authentic self. I try to like protect myself at the beginning if I said stuff that like I didn't want out there. Like I would try and protect myself here and there. So where contradictions come in or whatever. But like really now, I really try and show like as authentic as I can. And it still comes across fake. But that's one of those things that I just have to like kind of chalk it up that it's like people are going to just think it's inauthentic. But a lot of people, your entire online persona is fake. You are not what you show. Again, I think it's real, but you know, who knows? Sometimes I question my own identity because I'm like, who am I sometimes? I think it's real. Who I live with feels like it's real. Again, it's hard for me to be like a character this whole time. I would think like the trolling parts, like I couldn't do that long term because that's not me, but I hear the life of the party. Not true. I'm actually pretty quiet if there's like a group of people. You're so actually like MCR, you're just hopping on the emo trend as you do with everything. That's so interesting. I mean, I love My Chemical Romance, but am I happy on the trend? You know, maybe I liked them when I was in high school, 3 Cheers. I did not follow the Black Parade or Danger Days era because I was literally like a hooker on the street, as we talked about before. But I really did like them in high school, and I could never afford to go to like Hot Topic and get a shirt or anything or like wear emo makeup. But I guess I like, you know, I've always kind of like had the themes of 3 Cheers. Like I did Helena, like I did a dance routine to Helena with Sean. Like, you know, I recreated the like video in my music videos, like 6 Feet Under. And I think it was like when they announced the tour, I kind of really got back into it again. And I think like in general, pop punk and emo kind of made a comeback. So like maybe it ties in, but I really do like them. I wish I could, you know, I feel like I could be a better poser if I liked more emo bands, but I'm gonna be straight up, like I just really don't. But I think as far as emo goes, like MCR is all you really need. I think, I don't know, they're pretty mainstream though, so I feel like you don't have to be emo to like them. And like Twilight I just got into, so I feel like I'm just really late to trends because I was just, you know, cracked out of my mind back in the day, just trying to make a buck on the street corner, and I really just wasn't aware of like pop culture back in that era. You don't have your own personality. Well, isn't that the freaking truth? Yeah, I think I lack identity. I think I totally lack identity. I take a lot of inspiration from people, but yeah, sometimes I straight up just copy because I've always struggled with that. So you are right. You get lip fillers from an alley. Okay, ouch. Burn. There's more smell goods. I hope you guys can smell me one day. I hope so. You're a better person than people give you credit. Oh, that you are quiet in real life. Yeah, kind of. I mean, around certain people. There's just a lot of, your wedding date is Halloween. So our wedding date is not Halloween, but I'm going to end on this because a lot of people have been asking, when is the wedding? The wedding is this year still. So wedding season is not over. The only hint I'll give is that it is going to be holiday-esque and it's going to be an icy affair. And I really want to post more wedding content. Like I said, I've been a little scared to post it because I just don't want it to be like a dark cloud over it. It's such a happy time and we're having so much fun doing all the like the tastings and fittings and stuff. So I'm filming all the stuff for the wedding, and I don't know, like I said, maybe I'll post it after. It's so much funner to do it like the build up and then like the big reveal, but like I already envision like my wedding, obviously like we'll have it filmed and stuff, but I already envision like me doing like fit check, like just showing my dress and like uploading it the next day, like, or even that night. I just envision us doing like we're married vlog, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I really am so obsessed with YouTube in that sense where I just like see it, but I do want to post like wedding stuff. I'm just kind of like conflicted right now because I just know there's some dark clouds out there on the internet, and I just don't want those like looming over a really beautiful thing in my life, like something I waited literally my entire life for. So I'm really, again, trying to stay away from comments and trying to stay away from any sort of negative imprinting on our wedding day. That's a term I got from Twilight. So I guess imprinting is not negative, but you know what I mean. You get the idea. So yeah. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I have to get lotion on my hands. They're freaking cracking. But yeah, if you guys want to see any of the weekend vlogs, we're going to do a lot of fun things in Riverside, and we're going to start by going to this place called Tio's Tacos, and then we're going to go get this cool like Halloween-y coffee, and then crumble cookies. I had them once on my Sat music video, but they always come out with new flavors. So there's one down in Riverside, and then we're going to stay in this like haunted hotel, which I'm really excited about. Maybe it's haunted. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just saying that because it looks old. But yeah, I'm kind of far away from you guys, but I love you guys. Big hugs through the screen. And I will see you, like, I feel like I want to be like, you know, here. I should have done the whole thing here. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.